This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon, everyone. I appreciate your guidance, consideration, help, time, and feedback from my side. Thank you for joining the lecture series. My name is Dr. Divya, and I am the PG scholar of the Panchakarma department of A&U Tibia College. It is a great pleasure for me to introduce our speaker today. Today, on the 12th and the last day of the lecture series, are presenting topic on Introduction to Bioinformatics, Scope of Bioinformatics, Role of Computer in Biology, Introduction to Database like PubMed, Medlar and the Scopus, Accession of Databases, Intellectual Property Rights, Different Aspects and Steps in Patenting, Information or Traditional Knowledge, the digital library, that is TKDL, presented by Dr. Gaurav Sawarkar sir. Now, without further ado, we will return the time over to our guest speaker. Today is by Dr. Rajendra Sawarkar sir. He is a Vice Dean, Academics and the Associate Professor, Department of Rachna Shari at Mahatma Gandhi Ayurved College, Hospital and Research Center, and he is a head of Department of Curriculum at School of Health Professions, Education and Research, Data Mega Institute of Medical Science, Wardha, Maharashtra. He is a reviewer and the editor for reputed journal. To date, he has presented more than 35 papers or posters in various national and international conferences and awarded with 4 to 5 best papers. He is invited as guest speaker and the chairperson in many conferences. Recently, Sir has been awarded the late D.G. Dhate Young Scientist in the Rachna Shari Award by the Arogya Mitra Samiti, Jabalpur, MP. Sir is the author of one book and contributed to 5 books in the form of chapters as co-author. He has published more than 75 research articles in the PubMed, Scopus, Web of Science, UGC Care journals. Also published 1 patent and 45 registered copyrights. Now I would like to invite respected Sir Dr. Rajendra Sawarkar sir from the behalf of my Panchakarma department of A&U Tibia College. Welcome, sir.
This conference will
common-
now be recorded.
combining many scientific fields, including the computational biology, statistics, mathematics, molecular and biological and genetics sciences. So it is a multidisciplinary field. It is known as the bioinformatics. Why we study the bioinformatics in today's era? It is related with the methodological elements, the tools and techniques of informatics that we are using day by day. Understand how it supports application, non-medical application, biomedical applications. There's a genomic medicines and other challenge posed aside during the various situations. Nowadays, the pandemic situation is here. We are using the bioinformatics very well in this situation. It's helpful to raise awareness for the legal, ethical, and social issues in the society and other academic and research related arena. So it is related with the various types, various disciplines related to the biostatistics, related with the computer languages that are C, C++, Java, etc. Then the database-based management systems and the computational biology. These all are related with the one-to-one. There's a proteomics. They are the study of the proteins. Genomics. They are the study of genes and the coding of the genes coding. There is a chemoinformatics. There is a various study of various research studies and analysis of the required data, and we came to some solution. Then systematic biology is related with the data management system is required for each and every research project and clinical studies. So the computational part contains the software and development operating system we need to operationalize each and every software that is we are using the Windows and Windows 10 and another Lean, Unix. There are software tools we are using nowadays for various applications we are using related to the medical field and the database development. We develop or we generate various information from our database system. The internet and bioinformatics. What is the role of internet in bioinformatics? Internet plays an important role to retrieve the biomedical information. Bioinformatics, emerging new dimensions of biological science include the computer science, mathematics, and life science. The computational part of bioinformatics used to optimize the biological problems. Now you are thinking about that where you are using bioinformatics. You are already aware about the bioinformatics in today's day-to-day practice. You can say where we are using the bioinformatics. Let us take an example of your PG project. You are going to take one project that the thesis work, dissertation work, you have to complete within your tenure of 3 years and you have to submit before the 6 months of your examination. Then what is the process for your dissertation? You have to write one synopsis. You have to take the IEC approval from the ethical committee. Then you are going to prepare a synopsis. Then first one question you have a mind in that what is the topic of what will be the topic of my thesis or my synopsis. From where you are going to search this information. So you have to find out the need analysis, the gap in between the prior and the present era knowledge. And after analyzing this knowledge, then you can get the gap in between the two knowledge where you have to search or you have to take one project on this. So for that purpose, you have to search various types of research project information from internet sources, and you can get the more idea about your topic. Then one step more, you have to decide the aims and objective, which facts you have to find out in your thesis, and one of the part in your thesis projects there is a sample size. From where you are going to sample size calculation, you need the mathematics. Here the software you are using the various types of software, various formulas during your sample size calculation. Then we proceed towards your methodology, where you are using some subjective and objective criteria. Subjective criteria from our text, various signs and symptoms we are offering from the various diseases. But when you are going to the subjective criteria, there are some blood test examination like RFT, LFT. These are all the tests, blood tests you are using. Then before and after analysis, before intervention and after intervention. After these two interventions, you are going to the analysis. There is also the bioinformatics. You are using the biomedical some machines, and then you are using the these various techniques in today's, or you are using some radiological investigations on MRI, CT scan. These are all etc. etc. All this data you can then feed in one Excel sheet or one software Excel sheet or somewhere we can collect data in software. So you are ultimately using the part of the bioinformatics. After that, you are doing some analysis before and after with various parametric and non-parametric tests. We are presently discussed with the respected Dr. Jyotish sir. So after that, you are going to some conclusion. So what is the finding of your thesis? So you are practicing the bioinformatics. You are using the bioinformatics in the day-to-day life during your medical curriculum. So this is one of this system is required to manage our hospital services. This is the web service, intranet and internet applications. This is required to manage our hospital. Means where we require manufacturing information from our manufacturing unit, then the employee data, to supply from the store to hospital, then inventories, then patient record, day-to-day patient record, life record, OPD record, product data. This all web services, this information related to the bioinformatics is connected with the hospital setup. So this required to manage all the systems in the our day-to-day practice. What is the scope of bioinformatics in this scenario? So this we need this for the medical applications to understand the life processes in the healthy and the disease state. Another one is genetic diseases. Then pharmaceutical and biotech industries, and to find out a new drugs, gene-based or structured-based drug design. Now this pandemic situation means in COVID-19 since 2019 December, we're facing this situation. So we are taking much more help from the bioinformatics field to find out this structure of virus and from where to coding and decoding with the genes is affecting the mRNA or connected to the mRNA, and various pharmaceutical companies doing various researches on gene-based medicines or some DNA-based medicine, or some vaccines, and here various things are there. So we need the bioinformatics in the medical field to search, to find out the new solutions for the diseases, and find out the new drugs to various new challenging diseases. One more field is the agriculture applications. There are various diseases emerging in day-to-day life with the plants also. There are drought resistance plants we need for that, because there is a very because of global warming, there may be somewhere with the heavy rain, and some areas there is a lack of rain situation. So we need some plants which can resist this situation. So agriculture field also making some challenging, taking some challenging tasks with the help of the bioinformatics. Nowadays, the news is came through the China. They are hijacking our rainfall from India. So this is also one of the bioinformatics by which techniques they are taking the rain from India to the China. So we need the higher yield of crops because our population is increasing day by day. So, and crop field is very small as compared to our population. So bioinformatics is also useful in the higher yield crops in the agricultural fields. What is the role of computers in the biology? So used to simulate the cellular growth, then the human nervous system, motor control, disease transmission, disease progression. These are all the situation where we are using the computers. In disease progression, we are using radiological identification, some endoscopies, and some where MRI, CT scans, and digital X-rays. There we can see technologies, the disease progression, what is disease, what disease transmission from one area to, or there is a cancerous growth from one area. Is it spread or is it transmitted from one another? There are motor controls and nervous systems controls are also there. The physiotherapeutic experiments are there. Means physiotherapy is using various types of instrument with the help which are connected with the computers and various instruments. So this is the role of computer in the biological field. Now we're going to turn towards the next stage of our lecture. Is the introduction to the database system. What is the database? Database is a systematic collection of data. They support electronic storage and the manipulation of the data, and databases make data management easy. Far away I go, we are noted our data, or we're collecting data with our case sheets and some register. We are writing our patient name, age, sex, and treatment, and given on the diagnosis. Nowadays, we are feeding our data on our software. In one click, we can get the how many types of obesity or celiac patient are there, how many types of osteoarthritis patient are there, how many liver disorders patients are there, or from which age to which age group is present in our hospital, or which type of diseases are came to in front of us in between 2 to 3 months. So this data we can calculate with the help of various systems. So we need the hardware, software, data, procedures, and the data access language. Language means we can discuss about the C++, C++, and the Java. So these are the database components we require. All this about hardware means what? We need the desktop, hard disks, computers, laptops, softwares. We are using the Windows and various iOS-based softwares. There's the data which we are managing. There is the data and various procedures we are assessing, analyzing. These are all the procedures and the languages by which we are processing this. First one search engine is the PubMed. It is a source resources supporting the search and retrieval of biomedical and life sciences literature with the aim of improving health both globally and personally. The PubMed data contains more than 32 million citations, abstract and biomedical literature. It is not, there are some free articles in the PMC, that is PubMed Central, and some other than PMC, there are the paid journals are there. The National Library of Medicine, the Medline Literature Analysis Retrieval System Online, or Medlar Online, is a bibliographic database of life sciences and biomedical information. It includes bibliographic information for articles from the academic journals covering various types of faculties present in the medical field. It also covers much of the literature in biological and biochemistry and the field related to the molecular biology. Is compiled by the United States National Library of Medicine, that NLM, and Medline is freely available on the internet. It is searchable via PubMed and NLM, National Center for Biotechnology Information. Another search engine is the Scopus. It is the largest abstract and citations database of the peer-reviewed literature, scientific journal, books, conference proceedings, and delivering a comprehensive overview of the world's research output in the field of science, technology, medicine, social sciences, and arts and humanities. Scopus features smart tools to track, analyze, and visualize the research. So, you are in a postgraduate education, you have to search so many literature for your thesis. You have to write some systematic reviews. You have to write literature search. You have to write discussions with the connected with the various researches done with your topic. So, for example, we are going to take today the PubMed search engine for today's session. How to access the databases in the PubMed. We're taking this PubMed in today's session. Before starting your search, we have to bifurcate your search into two hints. That hint one is the search operators, and hint two is the mesh descriptors. It is important to know about these hints because if you don't aware about these search operators and where to mesh descriptors, so you can't find the accurate apps information from the PubMed. So hint one is the search operators. What is the search operators? It defines the relation. These search operators define the relations between keyword or the group of a keyword during the search process. They are going to help us to find out the data from the PubMed ocean of information. First search operator is AND. Find out all the keywords, retrieves records, and containing all the search keywords. If you want to search about the food habits of the peoples, then you have to search about the food and habits for the both also. So then you have to put food capital and and habits, then you can get the information about the food habits from this search engine. For example, we are taking, if you want the information from how the lectin basti acts on the obesity, you can take obesity instead of food, and instead of habit, you can place the lectin basti. Then you can get the data for lectin basti and obesity and lectin basti. Then you can get the data of lectin basti, which acts on the obesity. Means all these articles we are containing the obesity and lectin basti. Then next, or the search operator is or. Find any keyword that retrieves the record containing any of the search word. If you want the information about the distance education and distance learning both, then you have to put distance education or distance learning. You have to put or in between the two words. But do not remember to put this distance education or distance learning in apostrophe mark. You have to put the quotation mark to both the words. If you forget to put this quotation mark, you can't get the proper information from the PubMed. You can try yourself after this session and search what's happened before the quotation and after the quotation, which data you can get from the PubMed. Search operators not. This not eliminates the record that contain a certain keywords from the search engines. If you want the information from the data that the pregnant woman, but you don't want the information about the diet of the pregnant woman, then you have to put pregnant woman, not diet. Again, do not forget to put quotations for the word pregnant woman. Then only you get the correct information about the pregnant woman, except the diet of the woman. Another two facts are there. There is a wildcard operator is also available. Replace character variations in the middle of the word. There are various words, means UK spellings are there, US spellings, and British spellings are various differences in the spellings. In fetal, here one of the example is analyze. There's a Z and yes. So there's a wildcard operator is there. You have to place question mark for that word. There it get changing. So analyze, you have to place question mark in between Y and E. Analyze, you can get all the results from the analyze and analyze. Another one is the truncation mark. This can use when searching for words with the same root. In this pandemic situation, if you want information from the epidemic, related to epidemic, all the information and all the articles, all the researches that are from the PubMed, you have to put epidem, and where you have to put the star, that is truncation mark, and you can get information of where the word is using epidemic, epidemiology, epidemiological, and all types of terms they are using after epidem. But only you have to place a star mark, that is a truncation mark, during search. Please listen this session carefully. It is very much helpful for your this data search when you are going to literature search, literature review, or if you want to write a systematic article on the various topics. It is very helpful to you. Another hint for that, second hint, what are the mesh descriptor? What is my mesh? Mesh is medical subject headings, and this is the standard terminology that helps defining topics and retrieving related articles. Descriptors used by the Medline database on PubMed, developed by the National Library on Medicine by USC. These are the various terminologies using in the mesh. So actually, practically, you are using now all these facts in today's session. What is the methodology for an efficient search? Today we are taking one example. What is the effect of Siraved on non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. This is our today's topic. I repeat the topic: the effect of Siravet on non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. This is the portal of PubMed and PMC, that is the PubMed Central. Here, red mark is there. Let's say the advanced search. How to go for advanced search? You need more information, advanced and app information from the PubMed. You have to click here. Then this window is open. You can see here the various field. We are then this is the builder. We are going to feed our information which we want, and this next window I am putting all the words related to the my Siraved. I require that Siraved. So this term, there are various terminologies in day routine practice, in our context, in Vedic practice, in research articles. We are using where there are variable terms, or there is not any restriction to use. So you have to put each and every word. You have to list out the various words related to the Siraved. I am using here, just for example, Raktamokshan, then Siravedha. Some scholars using Vedha, some scholars using Ved. So I am removing here from A. Then some scholars using Raktamokshana, some scholars using Raktamokshan. There is a modern terminology in medical science, there's the phlebotomy from this Siraveda. Then bloodletting is one of the name for the Siraved we can use here. So these are, for example, terms using for my search. But during search, you have to put here, just look it into the on the left side, you have to put or, because you want all these terms during your search. Means I want Raktamokshan, Shiraved, Shiravedha, Raktamokshana, phlebotomy, and bloodletting. I require all these terms included articles. So you have to put or. Okay. Then you have to add, you have to click on add to history. This is a blue mark, add to history. Then when you are click on add to history, this window is open. So add to history, you get one arm of your study. One arm means all the articles related with the Siraved. How many articles are there? 29,540 articles are related to Raktamokshana, Raktamokshan, Siraveda, Siraved, bloodletting, phlebotomy, and etc. So this is one arm. Then I want information about the liver diseases. So I proceed my search on this search engine. I place all the terms that I want in my literature search: the liver disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, Yakrut Vikar, Yakrit Vikar. They are using Yakrut. Some people, some scholars using U, we are using Yakrut. Some scholars using Yakrit, we are using YARKRIT. Some scholars using Yakrit Vyadhi. In place of Vikar, they are using Vyadhi. So Yakrit Vyadhi. Some are using Yakrut Vyadhi. So we have to minutely search how many types of terms are using this. If you miss one term, so your data may mislead you. Again, you have to put or in between all the terms. Means liver disease or fatty liver disease or NFLD or the crucificar or. Then again, you have to press on add a history. You can get the second arm of your research. So in search 2, we get the 9 lakh 95,603 articles related to the liver. So, but I want the articles that having both the terms. Means I want the Raktamokshan Siravedha related articles on the liver diseases. So I am going to add this in the builder, the above in the builder. So I can click here, add to builder on the both the arms. I am going to add. So this is the scenario. I added both the arms in the our builder, and don't forget to place and in between. Means Raktamokshana and liver. These two terms you have to put in place of, or you have to place and in between two terms, and then place and click on add to history. You get a combined R with having all the two types of terms. Here we get the articles in the third search that having the both the terms related to liver and the Rakshira Veda 8563. If you want to download the history where you are search all on PubMed, you can click on the download history, that yellow mark sign. You can click here download history. Then you get such type of Excel sheet having all your search, at what time you are search, how many articles you get, and all the arms 1, 2, and combined arm there the 3. If you want these all articles 8563, then click on that number, show search result, and you get this window of PubMed Central having 8563 articles in 429 pages. It's a huge data. But if you think I want a data from a specific period for specific funder, funding agency, so here on the left side you can see publication date, 1 year, 5 year, 10 year, or customize range for which year to which year. Suppose I want the publications in this 8563. I want previous 1 year research is done in previous year. So I click on 1 year. I get 586 articles from 8563. I get 586 items from my search engines. If I require an article from a specific national funding agency, National Institute of Health, National Institute, how many articles, how many researches funded by this National Institute of Health for this type of study? Then I will click on NIH, and I found out of 586, only 75 researches done or funded by the NIH. This is a 4-page data, 75 articles I can download easily. So how many types of funders are there? For example, NIH is the National Institute of Health. AHRO is the Agency for Healthcare and Research Quality. ACL, that is the Administration for the Community and Living. ASPR is the Assistant Secretary for the Preparedness and Response. CDC is the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. The DHS, US Department of Homeland Security. EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. NASA, that is the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. NIST, National Institute of Standards and Technology. VA, that is the US Department. So on funder agencies are there. Just all, for example, I'm showing you short forms and full forms for that national international agencies were funding various types of researches. Then another part of our search, if you want to cite this article, a specific article you have to cite. Because of cite, referencing style and citation, there are so many Medley and Zotero, so many softwares are available. So, because with the help of these softwares, we can manage our research references, referencing styles, citations, and etc. The bioinformatics are very well versed uh, field to use in the research field. So if you want to cite this particular article, the cell death in the liver disease, you can get various styles of the referencing that you can require. You can copy and paste in your Word file of article to cite the article. Here, after this all scenario, if your filter result you want to see a filter result, we have 75, and out of 75 the NIH grants are 71 are there. And if you want this data on your mail, you have to click on send to. If you are going to send to, you can email also. All these articles you can get on one click at your mail ID. It is a very good search engine. If you want a PubMed PDF file, you can download from here. I want to tell you something about this PubMed search. One more important information. If you are going to search for your research topic, if you are in the first year and you want your data, or you have to track all your data from first year to last year, to please open your account on the PubMed Central. Here is a sign into the NCBI. Open your account, sign in, and click on alert. Alert. What is the alert? When you are going to watch the YouTube channels, they're having the mark. You get the alerts from when someone getting new videos. You get alert. If you keep this system in a PubMed Central, you can get the recent articles. If you are if I search here the Rakta Mokshan and Siraved, and that is all the topic about my research topic. So after 2 years, or within the 2 years of time span, I get the information aptly from the PubMed. In the next month, if anyone, if any scholar publish article related to the phlebotomy and non-chronic fatty liver disease or any liver disease, so I get alert that this one article is published, so I can download it and read out which is newer concept from this author. So by the time in 2 years, you can get so many alerts, so many types of information from the PubMed related to your topic. So you did not to search again and again of your topic. In your discussion of thesis, you can get a lot of references to discuss to your research topic in your discussions type, and you never miss a single article related to your search. So this is one of the way to find out or you connect it with your research topic, and find out the more data with less laborious work. So please sign in to the PubMed Central and connect it with the PubMed to the end of your study. Our third part of our lecture, that is intellectual property rights, that is the IPR. Actually, this is not much related to our curriculum, but it is included in curriculum to know what is the IPR, what is part of the intellectual property rights. You can copyright for, or you can patent for something for future benefits. It is a property that arises from the human intellect. It is the product of human reaction, creation, and intellectual property comprises of two distinct forms: there is literary artistic work and industrial property. Our India have the intellectual property law that there may be big and small intellectual property law firms worldwide. Like like India, there are various intellectual property law in the USA, UK, Chicago, and etc. In each of country, in Australia, various countries have their intellectual property laws, providing the qualitative help to inventors and creators for the product. In India, intellectual property rights are safely protected and controlled by well-established statutory and judicial framework. Apart from that, there are many attorneys, law firms of intellectual property in India in various states. If you are not aware about that, there are very many attorneys are available our surrounding areas. They can help you to write the proposal of patent, how to write the proposal. We cannot write this proposal in one step or two steps. We require a scientific language, a typical technical language to write this proposal, to search or relate to your patent. So we need the attorneys to file this proposal. Literary and artistic work. This includes the book, paintings, musical compositions, plays, movies, radio TV programs, performances, and other artistic work that include under the heading of literary artistic work, and we can protect this by the copyright. Other one part is industrial property. It is described the physical matter that is product of the idea or concept of the commercial purposes. We can commercialize our ideas in the case in and these are all protected by patent objects, trademarks, industrial designs, trade secrets, and layout designs and geographical indications. Typically, IPR is divided into three sections. The functional and technical inventions is the Patent Act in 1970, amended in 1999 and 2005. Purely artistic work, there is the Copyright Act 1957, amended in 1982, 84, 92, 94, and 99. And last one is the simple logo, word, sound, color, design, etc. It is under the Trademark Act 1999, amended in 94, 96, and 2000. First one, we are going to discuss the patent. It is extended over the India. The patent is applicable to the all over India. If you pass our patent, it is applicable in all over India. It shall come into force on a such date as the central government may publish by notification in official gazette. Patent describes an invention for which the inventors claim the exclusive right. If your work is patentable, what should it bear? What characteristics your work bear or want? It should be a novel. It should be a useful. It should not be the obvious. It should be the unique, pertains to the patentable, and should be a subject matter for the patentable. Invention means what? It is related to the process, product, or the both. You can patent the processing of some. If you are going to, if there is one of the oil is there, for example, if there is a, if it is not patentable. Just I am taking one example for better understanding. If there is the vegetable oil, and if you want to convert it into the ointment base, so from the oil to the ointment, it is the process by which you are going to convert oil into the cream. This is the process patent. What is the product? Product is the ointment of the decimal tail. So this is the product. Or you can patent both. Means process and a product. Means from tail to ointment, this process, and for ointment, that is the product. You can patent both. That should be involve the inventive step by using any step the your work or your time may be reduced by which step, or it is so costly, very cheap. So this has this can be used in our invention. Be capable of industrial application means in today's government, it is liable for the startup. So with the one idea, we can get the startup. That industrial application should be there, and we can make some machines are there. Actually, we are one patent we publish in India in Indian patent law. There is a dissection machine from my department. Actually, I belongs to anatomy department. Rachana Sharif. We just filed our patent in 2017 or 18 related to the dissection machine. It is an inventive step in the dissection. We are just waiting for the patent of this machine. So what is the life and duration for this patent? The term of the patent is 20 years from the date of filing for all types of invention. Priority date, first to file. If I got an idea and I didn't file the patent, and somebody got idea from myself and he filed the patent, I am just strike and I will going to file the patent after 2 days, and my friend is filed the patent today after discussion. So I can't file the patent again on that idea or on that concept. That is the first to file. Who is going to first to file? The priority may be given to him. The date of patent is the date of filing the application for the patent. Means the date of patent is date of filing the application of patent. At what date you are going to file the patent, they are considering the date of patent that is only. The term of patent is counted from this date. If our dissection machine we were filed on in 2017, when if I got the patent in 2020 or 23, the term is counted from the 2017. From 2017, I get 20 years of patent for that my machine. If I get the patent after 7 years from 2017, that the patent is counted from that only, means from 2017 only, not from 2024 and 2025. These are all you can get this information from the website also, the patent filing fees, because these are all the official fees are for the portal of government. And because you are not able to write the patent, or you are not efficient to write the patent, you may get you want the help of the attorneys. You have to pay the fee of attorney also. He can charge that fees according to the man to man. So there is nothing like a global patent or the world patent. Means you have to file each and every country. If I want patent in Australia, I had to go for the Australia patent, then US patent, then Chicago patent, Indian patent. The patent right are essentially territorial in nature. Granting a patent in one country of union does not force other countries to grant a patent to the for same invention. If my machine is patented in India, I can't force the Australian government to patent my machine. Or if Australian government patent my machine, so the Indian government, I didn't force, or I could not force the Indian government to give the patent to my machine. The refusal of the patent in one country does not mean that it will be transmitted to all the countries. Means if Australian patent refuse my application, but I can apply to the Indian patent also. Or if Indian government or Australian government refuse my patent, then I can apply to the Chicago also. So these are all types of concepts related to patent. Another concept is trademark. Each and every companies have their trademarks. It is covered under the act called as the Trademark Act. The act came into force from the 15th September. It is extended to whole India again, and it shall come into force on such a date as the central government may publish by notification when official gazette. It includes the symbols, logo, word, sound, color, designs on other devices that is used to identify a business or a product in commerce. Different types of symbols are there, TM, SMR. What is TM? The intended to use the application, hide or product. SM, the intent to use application, hide for service. TM for product, SM for service, and R the registered trademark. The procedure includes the various steps in the patentization or trademark application. The when we are going to file an application for register for the trademark, then there will be a step of searching for similar trademarks are there or not. Application for registration, the examination of trademark, then the advertisement of trademark, and filing of position and certificate issue. All the steps. By the time you may get the information, by then you are going to process. Similarly, there are duration and a fee for the trademark also. For trademark, it is valid up to the 10 years. For patent, they are valid up to 20 years. And this is valid up to the 10 years from the date of application, which may be renewed for further period of 10 years on patent of prescribed fee. We can extend our this trademark validity by 10 years by paying required fee. Service marks rights are reserved exclusively for owners for 17 years. Service marks. It is spanned for 17 years and it can be also renewed. The fee for government fees was 2,500 for each class of goods and services. The last part is the copyright. The Indian Copyright Act 1957. What is meant by copyright? Is the right which grants protection in the unique expression of idea. Please note, it is the unique expression of idea. The term original in the copyright law means that the work originated with the author. It is not original, it is originated with the author. There is no requirement for novelty or uniqueness. Don't go for uniqueness or novelty, but it should be original and originated by you only, as there is a patent. Because for novelty and uniqueness, there is a patent law. Copyright law protects the expression of an idea, but not the idea itself. Idea cannot be copyrighted. Only expression of idea is copyright. What can be copyright? Literature work can be copyright, films can be copyright, dramatic sections can be copyright, music related copyright, artistic work also copyright, sound recording can be copyright. And what we copyright? Ideas cannot do copyright. Acts, recipes, work lacking originality, names, titles, or short phrases that cannot be copyright. Only expression about that can be copyright. This is the workflow of the copyright registration. You can get this information from the website also. How to copyright? There is the one form is available on the website. From there you can file the copyright. If your work is, and then you have to pay 500 rupees for one copyright for artistic work, and there are various types of fees for that. Means from recordings, for music, there are 2,000 rupees fee for that. For artistic work, there are 500 rupees. After paying and filing that, you can get the issue of diary number, and diary number you have to keep for your reference, for your future reference. Then there is a 30 days mandatory waiting period for any right of objection, because this is on the public portal. If anyone or in the literature search, if they got any objection on the copyright material, there will be the objection filed. If there is not objection, the scrutiny committee of officer may scrutinize it. If there is an objection in the copyright, there is a procedure where and there is a hearing and another process during the your copyright. So do not copy paste others material and copyright for that. Keep original and originated by you. So after scrutinizer officer, if there is a discrepancy, they are going to reply you that the discrepancy letter. If and you have to solve the discrepancy within a 30 days of period. Then you have to resolve this all the discrepancy. After that, registration officer you register approve this the copyright. This is the procedure. It's a very simple procedure for the copyright. Every individual can copyright it himself or herself. So duration of copyright is a very long duration for that. The author's lifetime means up to the life plus 50 years from the end of the calendar year in which the author dies. Means if the author dies on in 2020, after 2020 plus 50, there are 2070 years. There the protection up to the 2070. So 50 years for the films and sound recording also. But typographical arrangement, there are only the 25 years of extension of copyright. Copyright protection always expires on the December 31st of the last calendar year of the protection. It's end on the 31st. The last part of our session is the traditional language digital library, that is TKDL. Most of the Ayurveda patents are not filed because of that TKDL. Because the scholars and peoples related to our in the field of Ayurveda and others are not searching their material on that digital platform. They are not aware about the traditional knowledge dictionary library because all types of database literature is available related to Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Svagaripa, formulations, all types of literature available in TKDL. And almost of the applications are rejected because of this TKDL. If you are aware about that, US patent our turmeric, taken a patent for turmeric, because at that time this TKDL is not available. You can understand the importance of that TKDL. On the basis of that TKDL, India return our means file the objections, transfer the patents, and convert the patents. Near about 250 patents which are already filed before TKDL return to the India, or they object about or convert this odd patent to the name of India. 250 patent before the TKDL. That is the importance of that TKDL. What is TKDL? Is a pioneer initiative of India to protect Indian traditional medicinal knowledge and prevent its misappropriation at an international patent office. Traditional knowledge digital library has overcome the language and the format barrier by systematically and scientifically converting and structuring the available contents of the ancient text on the Indian system of medicine. It is included all types of traditional medicine data in different languages like English, Japan, French, German, Spanish, etc. Means all over the world, all the scholars can search their, before going to patent, they search their literature in this traditional knowledge digital library. Only after that, they can apply for the patent. It has structured and classified the Indian traditional medicine system into several thousands subgroups of Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, and Yoga. It enables incorporation about 200 subgroups under various sections and enhancing the quality of search and examination of prior art. Means previously published or previously filed or previously having context or previously having literature in the field of our traditional medicine with respect to the patent application filed in the area of traditional knowledge. This technology integrates diverse disciplines and languages such as Ayurveda, Unani, various yoga, Sanskrit, Arabic, Urdu, Persian, Tamil, English, Japanese, Spanish, French, German, modern science, and modern medicines. All languages are included in this TKDL. Currently, it is based on best book of Indian system of medicine, which are available in open domain. Anyone in the world can access this TKDL by internet sources. It acts as a bridge between these books in private and international patent examiners. The international patent examiners search there means anyone going to file the patent on in drug or on plant in Australia, the Australian agency or Australian patent examiner search this literature on TKDL. After that, he is going to proceed further. So it's providing to the effective deterrent against the bioprivacy and by piracy and has been recognized internationally as a unique effort. It has set a benchmark in traditional knowledge protection around the world, particularly traditional knowledge-rich countries like India, by demonstrating the element of proactive action and the power of strong deterrence. The key here, the preventing the grant of wrong patents by ensuring access to the TK-related prior art. It is preventing the getting a wrong patent, because before TKDL, near about 250 patents are already granted by the international and national agencies to the various patenters. There are various types of agencies related to our patenting system. There are CCRS, Central Council of Research in Irish Sciences, CCRUM, Central Council for Research in Unani Medicine, MDNIY, like the Moraji Desai National Institute of Yoga, CGPD, this is the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internet Trade, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, and VIPO, like the World Intellectual Property Organizations. All are collectively working with this patent process. So this is about today's session, right from the bioinformatics, the search engines we are required to search or to get information from the worldwide, and the IPR, the intellectual property rights. This is the very short, concise lecture for you. That's all from my side. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. If you have any question or any query, you can ask. If I am aware about that, I can give answer. If I have no knowledge about that, I will search and reply you on your mail.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you please elaborate about the Scopus?
Ma'am, Scopus need one more lecture also. Scopus, there is a Scopus, Web of Science. If you want the information about the Scopus and the Web of Science, I can provide you the information, because before going to search on the Scopus, I give you the brief idea about the Scopus. You have to generate one ID for the Scopus. When you are going to publish your articles in the Scopus index journals, so you can get all the Scopus related of you, means just like a PubMed. When you log in on the PubMed, like that, you can log in on the Scopus also. You can generate one Scopus ID for you. There are, for each and every author, there is a Scopus ID. So on that login ID, you can log in and search your related articles. And if you want, if on Scopus there are newly published articles, and you can get the topics you are related to the Scopus, you can get more information from that. If when you are providing your data to the other authors also, you can provide your only Scopus ID, not password. I am not telling you the share your password. You can share your Scopus ID, and someone search all the articles related to your ID on the Scopus. So you have to publish article first on the Scopus. So then only you can find out the Scopus. You can generate the Scopus ID. You can search on that. But for your information, you have to publish some research articles in the Scopus to more get acquaint or get information from the Scopus. And one more, there is one index search engine is there, the Web of Science, WOS, is also reputed index system. So Web of Science is also most important. You can search on that Web of Science, and this is all index. You can get various uh, index journals on the Web of Science also related to your topic. You can search various journals are there, because there are various uh, fake journals also available in the present scenario. They are doing very uh, uh, cloning of websites. So that cloning of website may hamper the work of research in today's scenario, because be aware where when are going to submit your articles, go with the proper channel. If you want to submit in a PubMed, Scopus, Web of Science, or UGC portal, please search first is authentic website. Go through authentic website, and then please submit your article. Do not go directly to the website of journal and submit your article. Be aware, because so many cloning articles, journals are present in today's era. PubMed having PubMed index journals having also cloning journals are there in website. So be aware about when you are filing to the or submitting your articles in the various types of journals. If you want any information about means more information about Scopus, I will share with you. You can provide me your mail ID, or I will contact with Shankar sir. I will provide information about Scopus and Web of Science also. Sir will share with you the detailed information.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Participants, is there any question?
Even you can just give I'm taking 2 minutes also. Even you can
Yes, sir.
copyright your if you have a unique methodology for your dissertation or thesis topic, so you can copyright your methodology also. You have to write down your methodology, and you can copyright your methodology right on the copyright website. You can file copyright, and you can get copyright within a 3 months of period. So uh, that is easy, the copyright. If your methodology of the thesis is unique, you can file the copyright for that also.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So there
Is
is
there?
no further question here.
Yeah. Okay, no issue.
Thank you, everyone, to the one and the all present here, and thank you, sir, for this
Thank you very much.
vulnerable and valuable session. Uh, Thank you, everyone, to the one and the all present here, Honorable Chief Guest and respected Director of Ayush, and all the participants. It is such an honor for me to get the opportunity to thank all dignitaries. On behalf of Panchakarma Department, I extend a warm welcome to the people in the gathering. I would like to express my gratitude to all esteemed delegates of the lecture series for their presence and contribution to make this lecture series as a great success. I extend my gratitude to Principal Dr. Vaishali Kuchivar Ma'am, Mahatma Gandhi Ayurved College, Hospital and Research Center, Salot, Varga, to take out time from her busy schedule to grace the event. Thank you, inspiring and encouraging us by our HOD, Dr. Manoj Shapkuvar sir, A&U Tibia College and Hospital, for providing immense support to make the lecture series successful. I must thank the organizing team, volunteers, for working hard for the past few days to make this lecture series successful. Thank you everyone once again for the making it a great success. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.